So if you're in a situation where you're like, I want to make more sales of my product or service, I want to do that in a way that I actually feel good about and my clients feel good about, and it's a nice, smooth process, I definitely got some tips that I'm going to share with you in this training. In fact, I'm going to open up my laptop and actually map it all out for you so you can learn it, commit it to memory, and put it into your business. If at any point in time you're like, I like this training, I'd like more of it, specifically if you're a coach, course creator, or an agency owner, I got a bunch of resources that I can share with you, more detailed training, personal sessions, all sorts of stuff, and it's free because you can join my Facebook group up here or in the description area beneath this training. You're welcome to jump in that community. Like I said, it's entirely free, nothing for sale. It's just all about you doing better in your business. Anyway, we got some work to do, so let's open the laptop and let's dive in. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ways that I've been able to sell really well, and my clients too, without having to feel pressured, convincing people, feeling like you're not really being yourself, just things that don't feel right. We can remove those with these 4 steps, and I hope you find them really useful. So, number 1, okay, one of the easiest ways that you can remove the temptation for you to pressure or for you to feel the need to pressure people, because a lot of times we pressure because we're like, oh man, I need to make that sale, right? Well, you need to look at your lead generation, would be a suggestion of mine if you're in that situation. Think about this. If you only have 5 potential customers or clients, each one of them represents 20% of the entire likelihood that you'll make a sale, right? If you lose 3 of those, 2, 3, we're already 60% down. Now those 2 people left are 50%, 50-50 chance of you making any money whatsoever. So guess what happens if you say have 50 people in play? If you have 50 strong leads, well, each one is only 2%. So you don't feel the need to pressure because you know what? If you're generating more leads every day, new interested people, people coming to you, I want to know more, I'm interested, I want to know more, I'm looking to buy. Well, hey, if you're doing that, do you feel any need to sort of cajole and pressure these people? No, because you've got plenty more. And guess what happens when that happens in your business? They feel that, especially if you're selling like education or a service, course provider, course creator, network marketer, something like that opportunity, right? An agency. They're going to feel that, hey, this person probably knows their stuff because I'm not feeling this kind of like, all this pressure that I was expecting. It's kind of like a take it or leave it scenario. I've got another call to jump on, or I've got another 4 people to follow up with. So if this is for you, then great. If not, very best with it. They're kind of like, oh, right, you don't need me then. You're not going to dance for me. No, I don't need to. Okay. Straight away. Think about like I've seen this behavior before. I've seen like couples, right, who are single, and one person doesn't become interested in the other until someone else shows an interest. Have you ever seen that? They're kind of like they're playing hard to get, and maybe not, and then a couple of people are interested, and they're like, hey, we should go out sometime. It's the same thing in your business. When you have that interest, when demand is higher than supply, you're always going to win. Okay. So that's number 1. Let me make some space. Number 2, you want to have an offer and audience fit. Another way that we feel obliged to pressure people is when we feel like we're trying to put a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't fit, does it? So we have to try and wedge the corners off. So if you're offering something to people and it isn't what they truly want or truly need, like truly, you've got to make sure you're ethical, right? Then you're going to feel the need to pressure. Oh, no, it can do that. Oh, it will do this, or it will do that. If you have a good fit, if these things are, they cohese together, is that even a word? They're cohesive, right? It's going to glide right in. Hey, you've got this problem. You're looking for this solution. That's exactly what I offer. Oh, okay, great. That's what I'm looking for. And of course, you want to have a good process in place to inform people that that's what the situation is. But, there's nothing worse than feeling pressured to make a sale, to get a commission or whatever it may be, when you know deep down that this is kind of all right for them, but it isn't the best fit. You want the best fit. So make sure that when you're going out there looking to start up conversations, when you're putting your marketing out there, is that the language you're using, the marketing messaging you're using, is it the right kind of bait? Is it going to actually hook the correct type of fish that you're looking for? Because it's no good using the bait that attracts salmon. I don't even know if you fish for salmon that way, but whatever. And you put salmon bait on there, you get salmon, and you want, I don't know, haddock. Well, you got exactly what you went fishing for. So just make sure, let's give it an eye. Let's give it a gill. It's still alive. It's got bubbles. You can tell I'm a vegetarian, right? So there we go. The fish is happy. The fish is alive. We've got rid of the hook. It's a nice soft hook. Anyway, go fishing with the right bait. Number 3, we need to make sure that the lead, if we really want to reduce this down, the lead is the one that initiates. This is my favorite. Okay, probably my favorite one. So I use platforms such as YouTube, podcast, and I use paid marketing. Why? Because all of those methods come together and I combine them in a particular method called Tube Alchemy. When I use my Tube Alchemy method, it means that I have to do zero initiating. It means that all the people come to me. It means that when someone reaches out to me, what does that do in terms of the balance of pressure or convincing? If you walk into a car dealership and you say, I want that Ferrari, I want that color, that shape, that model, that's what I'm looking for, how much does the salesman pressure you? Well, there's no need. Well, sure. Do you want to take it for a test drive? Yep. Do you want any questions? I got a couple. Okay, great. Here's the answers. So this is the price. You probably already know that. They want to buy. Now, if the Ferrari dealer was out there on the street stopping cars and saying, do you want a Ferrari? Do you want a Ferrari? Do you want a Ferrari? Let me convince you why you want a Ferrari. Like, how much waste is there in that? And if he does find someone who's kind of in the market for a Ferrari, do they really want to go with that person? Or do they want to go to a place where they feel more comfortable, more professional, less needy? So this is why I like to use these methods. Because in terms of the quality of people that I attract, and in terms of the amount of pressure that I have to initiate, it's high quality, zero pressure. They come to me. Hey, Richard, I saw your YouTube video. I listened to your podcast. I saw your ad. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this, this, and this? Or I have this problem in my business. Can you make a suggestion on how you'd solve it? And if I like it, I may become a client. Right? So same with you. Whatever you're selling, whatever you're promoting, make sure that if you at all are able to, and if you don't know this stuff, reach out. You've got methods in place that are bringing people to you. They initiate that connection. It's really, really helpful in terms of not having to pressure people. Okay? And then the last thing that we want to do is we want to be real. Be real. I'll give you an example of the kind of closes that I use when I'm on a call with somebody. Okay, I may get somebody who's not a maybe. They kind of want to say yes, but they may say, I don't know. Whatever reason they've got. I used to try all sorts of scripts and all sorts of clever tricks, but none of them felt good. They all felt a bit like pressure. So I just now tell people straight. I tell them what's on my mind. I got something on my mind. Is it okay if I let you know what that is? Yeah, sure, Richard. Well, in my experience, I've been doing this a long time. I find that when people are like they want to do it, but then they leave it, they very rarely come back. So it may be a week, a month, a year. I don't want to have to come and find you or you find me and you've still got this problem persisting in your business or your life. I don't want you to still be suffering like you are now. So I don't want to pressure you. There's no pressure from me. You can take it or leave it. But I also don't want you to think that putting on a to-do list is anything above a never to-do list. So here's that's my thoughts. My thoughts are, you know yourself better than anyone. If you're the kind of person that you're like, I'll definitely be back tomorrow, I'm definitely going to do this, well, we may as well do it now. Or if you want to leave it for some reason, want to sleep on it, that's fine. But if you've got a series of decisions that you put off and they've never got done, and you really do want to do this, we really should do it now, shouldn't we? What do you think? And people will respond really well to that. What do you like with your decisions? Do you ever put things off and never get around to it? I do that all the time. So the problem that you've highlighted to me, is that one you want to solve, like really want to solve it? Or is it like, yeah, take it or leave it? I really want to solve it, Richard. Okay, so if you know that you're probably not going to take care of this and you really want to solve this, do you not think it would be smart to probably commit now? I mean, it's entirely up to you, but that's what's on my mind. So can you see how, like, that's a genuine conversation? I never make an offer for someone to become a client unless I absolutely believe I can solve their problem, unless I absolutely believe that my method is going to help them in their business. It's going to install in their business, a way to get quality people on a daily basis, a way to make those sales conversions and enjoy it, do it in an enjoyable way. If I don't feel I can do that, I won't make an offer. So if I've made an offer, I feel really like I'm not doing my job properly if I don't let people know how I feel. But you can see how that's different from just pressuring for pressure's sake or convincing, cajoling. I'm literally just letting them know how I'd feel. If they were my friend and they came to me and they said, I've got this situation, I'd do the same conversation with a friend of mine. What are your decisions like? How important is this to you? What's the priority like for you? If you don't do it, what's going to happen? Can you solve it another way? Well, then it'd be smart to do it now, wouldn't it? And then it's just done. You maybe think the way you make decisions is more important than the decisions themselves. Like procrastination is what's really causing you to suffer. Oh, yeah, I never thought of it that way. So, just be real with them. Lay things out straight down the line. People respect that. If there's a deadline, if there's an offer for your product or your service, make sure it's a real one. Okay? People respond very well to that. And, I feel great about doing it that way as opposed to convincing, cajoling. And there's an entire process that I use on calls, which I teach in my method. But, that it flows along with that of being real and being authentic. So was this useful? Was these 4 suggestions useful? Was there one that maybe you could focus on more than the other? Maybe the lead gen or the offer audience, the initiation, being more real? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to get a like and know that you enjoyed this content. I put a lot of time and effort to try and make it as good a quality and as useful as possible. And if you are a business owner that is looking to learn more of this type of stuff and you really kind of want to go deeper into what I provide, you're more than welcome to join my Facebook group. It's entirely free. You see the little I at the top of the screen or the links in the description beneath this video. That's where you can request to join. I'll approve you. It's free. And I will approve you personally. So if you do have something you want to ask me, you want some advice, you want some information, you're able to do that one-on-one in private right there and then. And there's loads of stuff in the group. Live sessions, Q&A, mini masterclasses. I do all of the stuff in my group is free. Anyway, I hope this has been useful. If you're a subscriber, I look forward to teaching you something else useful on the next one. And as for now, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. I hope whatever you're doing, you do it well and you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.